Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon back with another Mystery Monday. I've been gone for a couple of weeks, so you guys I see have been having withdrawals and you were missing out on Mystery Monday, but I'm super glad to be back. It was a great vacation. For those of you who are joining me live, I am live at 4 p.m. Central on Monday, September 20th. If you're watching the replay, I hope that you love today's card. I decided to kind of ease back into mystery stamping with a pretty simple card today, one that I think you can use for any occasion. It's a quick card, but we're gonna have fun. So I see that quite a few of you have already started joining me and have been busy chatting in the chat box. Renee is here. She got off work early. Yay, I'm so glad. And this is Judy Frank's first time to catch us live, so yay. She says she's from McKinney, Texas, which is just north of Allen, Texas, where I raised all my kids. So that was fun to see someone from McKinney. Let's see. Sheila Dipple says, I was tempted to cheat to see what size stamps to use, but I behaved this time. That's so funny. I do mystery stamping at noon on my business Facebook page, and then I do it again, the same one here on YouTube at 4 p.m. I do that because some people aren't always on Facebook, but everybody can be on YouTube. If you're new to my channel and you're watching this and you're like, what the heck is mystery stamping? Mystery stamping is where you get the first clue that is listed below the video, gather your supplies, and then stop and start the video and then get the rest of the clues to make your card. So there you go. Hi, Anna. I missed y'all too. You know, it was fun to go to the beach. We had a really good time. I love the beach. It's my happy place. It's my happy place, but I will be going back one more time, but it'll be in November. So it won't be quite the same as experience, but I'll still love it. So, okay. Hello, Bling Bling Crafter. And Pamela M has family in McKinney. See? Texas is a big place, but it becomes really small after a while when you're like, oh, I have somebody who lives in McKinney, or I used to live in Allen and it's next to McKinney. So, all right, I am going to switch cameras. For those of you chatting in the box or who wants to chat while we're live, make sure you log into your YouTube account, which is your Google account. And then if you want to talk to someone in the chat, do the @ sign and their name and the message will pop up in front of them. So really cool feature. I love being able to use YouTube for mystery stamping. It is a free platform and I think it's just one of the best because it always works. Okay, all right, let's switch cameras. Let's see, I think I want to zoom in just a little bit more. Here we go. Okay. So as you all know who've done mystery stamping with me before, the first clue is emailed out every Sunday at 3 p.m. when I'm having Mystery Monday on Monday. When I have a vacation or it's a holiday, I don't do Mystery Mondays, obviously. So if you don't get an email and you didn't know that I had announced that we weren't having mystery stamping, that would be a good clue if you didn't get the email. If you want to join my newsletter list to get that email, you can go below the video. I don't know if I've added that yet, but I will before we get off. You can always go below my videos, you click the show more button, and you can find how to sign up for my newsletter, how to visit my website, my blog, do some shopping on my Stampin' Up! Website, whatever you are looking for. Let's see, Geraldine says, my happy place is the Black Hill, South Dakota. Oh, I've never been there. Oh, that sounds interesting. Did you used to live there? Joy says, all 5 kids live in Texas and 7 out of the 9 grandkids live in Texas and my brother. Wow, there you go. Aloha, Anna from Anna Came Designs. Aloha. All right, now we're going to chat about this clue. This is clue number 2. And I want you to stamp your sentiment on the bottom of the card front on the lower right corner. If your sentiment is long, long, then your card is going to be landscape. If your sentiment is short, it can be portrait or landscape, whichever one you prefer. But just know that if you have a long sentiment, your card has to go this way or it won't work, okay? So that is a large clue number 2, but it is an important one. So when you're done with clue number 2, type done 2. Fix camera so the chat does not show. I don't know how to do that. Maybe if you close the chat. I can't close the chat. Let's see, is it Susan? But if you look in the top, let's see if this is it. Yeah, I don't know how to move the chat. I'm sorry, I can't because I have to be able to see when you guys are done. So I hope that you can figure out how to do it. So, okay. Oh, okay, Geraldine, y'all went there for vacations when you were growing up. Gotcha. Okay. Mary Yates is just watching today. Well, we're glad you're watching. We're glad you're here with us. Okay, all the links have been added below the video if you guys are wanting to find anything. So, okay. Oh, how do you turn off chat? Okay, so I think if you click on the top right, now I'm on a laptop when I'm explaining this to you. So if you're on a mobile device, I'm not real sure. But if you're on a mobile device, if you try to swipe, maybe that'll get rid of it. If you're on a desktop or a laptop, you click on the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner, it says pop out chat, and I don't know if that helps or not. So I've never had anybody ask me that, Susan. I'm so sorry. Oh, there you go. Renee is helping you. If you scroll your mouse over the video in the bottom right corner, it will give you options. Well, there you go. Thanks, Renee. Okay. All right. I think you guys are done with 2, and I see that Darlene is trying to help turn off the chat as well. So love it when you guys help each other. That's awesome, especially when I don't know how to do it. So there you go. Let's see. Kathy says, hi from Wisconsin. First time stamping with you. I've watched before and decided I needed to stamp along with you. Well, welcome, Kathy. I'm so glad you're stamping with us. Yay. Okay. Clue number 3. Take the 3 pieces of basic white cardstock, and I'm saying to decorate them with stamps, die cuts, or a combination of both. You may want to use different stamps. You may want to use 2 stamps and a die cut, just whatever you want to do to decorate those 3 squares. Now, here's a hint. If your square, let's just do this, and you have a flower, oh, this is going to be lovely. You could stamp the flower off and have some white space showing, or you could have it moved in closer to where there's not much white space. Whatever you want to do. It does not matter the size of the stamps you're using, because stamping off, it doesn't matter, Okay, that's why I didn't tell you specific size stamps. This technique or this card works great for a stamp that's too big or a stamp that's just right. There you go. Okay, when you're done with clue, oh, and if you need to color your images, you can do that now. When you're done with clue number 3, type done 3. Well, there you go. Marcia says, I'm using an iPhone, turned off chat, clicked on the right X in the top right corner, and was able to take a screenshot. Perfect. I love that you guys are taking the screenshots, and I know that a lot of you have a binder of all the clues, and I just love that. I think that's so fun. We've been doing mystery stamping here on YouTube for a year. It was a year in August. I started it back in March of 2020 because of COVID. I decided that the world needed to learn mystery stamping, and pretty much have done it every Monday here on my YouTube channel, like I said, since August, and then on my Facebook business page, Sharon Armstrong Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, since March of 2020. Well, hello, Diana. How are you? I think your swaps were arriving today. I get a notice from USPS, and I saw Portage, Maine. I'm like, I think that's from Diana. I can't wait to see them. Okay, when you guys are done with 3, I see that Anna is done. Let me know. We have, how many do we have watching today? Oh, 110. So I never want to rush you all, and this is probably the longest part of today's mystery stamping. Like I said, this card, when you're done, could be used for any occasion. Birthday, Christmas, thank you, thinking of you, just any kind of reason. So it's a great layout. I liked it. Oh, you used the gems that I sent you? How fun is that? Okay, Diana, I can't wait. And we had our team stamping day on Saturday, and it was a lot of fun. We did miss you, Diana, but yeah, Diana is on my team, and it was a lot of fun. We did a Zoom team stamping. You know, it's different. You know, life is different these days, more Zoom calls than what we probably want. But it's a great way to connect with people, see faces, get to meet everybody. So, wow, Linda's making this for her mother-in-law's 100th birthday. Congratulations to her. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Deborah is asking, I'm curious if you're using some foil cardstock. Well, I did say in the clue, don't forget about those foils. You know, they make great layers. So you never know till you see my card. Oh, Diana, I did record it. I need to get that. I'll get that link to you. I saw that I got the email from Zoom, so I will work on that. So yeah. Cindy says, my happy place is at the beach too. We have a condo at Birch Bay in Washington State and frequent it often. Lots of sun in the summer and spring, and again in the winter. Love the storms. Yeah, we were there at our condo during, well, what became Hurricane Nicholas, but it was a tropical storm when we had it. So we had some rain days, but it was still great family time. We played games and watched the storm come in. So quite the view from the condo balcony. We were on the 6th floor, so. Well, hello, Jennifer. You happen to be off today and you're able to watch mystery stamping. I wasn't able to participate, but I will watch after work on Mondays when you have it. I looked in the show more. Okay, so I did add the links in the show more. I don't know if, yeah, they are showing up now. That's what I was trying to tell you a while ago, but yeah, if you find you need the first clue, it is in the show more button. Details and cannot see where to sign up. Can you please tell me again? Okay, so Jennifer, under the show more, you should see join my newsletter underneath the first clue. So kind of scroll down a little bit and you'll see join my newsletter. All right, I think you guys are done with 3. Clue number 4, add the 3 pieces of decorated basic white cardstock and add them to the colored cardstock that measures 2 inches by 5.5 with liquid glue so that you can wiggle them to get them where you want. If you're lining them all up straight, there's not going to be much space between them. Just so you know, there won't be much space between them. Okay, so I do have that note down here. So let's see, that is clue number 4. See if I can inch that in. Barbie, she's here. Finally here, having computer issues. Don't you just hate that? Oh, blame it on the latest update. Amen, I understand. It needs to go to the computer doctor. Oh, Deborah's happy place is Belize. I bet the beaches there are amazing. Ernie Fell says, I love the beach too, and we used to have a beach house. Unfortunately, Hurricane Ike decided we didn't need it anymore. Oh, that's so sad, Ernie. I'm so sorry. I wish I had a beach house. I might live there all the time. Okay, when you guys are done with clue number 4, type done for. Happy Monday, Christine Wiseman. We're glad you popped in. We were just talking about our team stamping day on Saturday. I would love to know, Christine, how long you and Jeannie stamped after I turned off the camera. Let's see, Jennifer says, do I need to be on a computer to see the link? I don't have any link under the first clue, but I'm on my iPhone. Okay, so you may have to, I mean, it's showing up on mine, on my laptop, because I added it to the description. If you can see the clue, you should be able to see it underneath, Jennifer. If not, on an iPhone, I think in the top right corner, you should be able to see like a down arrow, and that way you can see what's below it. If you have any trouble, let's see, let's put this up. If you ever have any trouble, go to my blog. It's got all the ways to sign up for my newsletter, contact me, request a catalog, even shop my Stampin' Up store, all on www.stampinup.com. So that's always a good home-based place whenever you're trying to do something. So hopefully that will help you. Christine says, actually not long. She had to be someplace. We did get a few more giggles in. Yay! I'm glad for that. You guys were a mess on Saturday. That was fun. It was fun. All right. How are we doing on clue number 4? Joy says she is done with 4, still needs to finish coloring. Okay. Anna Kame says, I grew up in Hawaii and love to travel, but I don't think I could ever move. Yeah. If you're still living in Hawaii, I wouldn't move. All right. Let's move on to clue number 5. Add the colored cardstock and basic white layer that you just added the white cardstock to the colored cardstock or foil, who asked me about foils, layer that measures 2 1/4 by 5 1/2 with adhesive. Okay, so we're just adding layer on top of layer. You're welcome, Jennifer. I hope that was helpful. When you're done with clue number 5, type done 5. If you're just now joining us, we are doing mystery stamping, where I give you clues to make a card. I invite you to grab that first clue that is listed below the video. You click the show more button and you'll see that first clue. And then after you've got all of that first clue completed, which is cutting cardstock, getting your stamps ready, then you can watch the video, stop and start it. After I'm done with the live, that is. You can't stop me while I'm live. But then you could finish your card. So, oh, Brenda colored hers after it was all done earlier. Vicki says, Sharon sends the supply list on clue number 1 on Sundays through email. Sign up for her newsletter. Yes, Vicki, thank you for that reminder. Christine says, I'm going to Hawaii next year. Haven't been there since I was a kid and lived there. Wow, that's so fun. I don't know where we're going to go. We've got airline miles that we've got to use, and we've got to make a decision. I'd love to go back to Hawaii, but I'd also like to go someplace different, so I don't know. Joy says she is done with 5, but she is still coloring. Okay. See, this lag time in between, Joy, gives you time to finish coloring. It's perfect. Okay, I'm starting to see some dones with 5. Let me see some more, since we have 114 that are watching. I know not everyone is stamping, but don't want to rush you. Okay, you guys are done with that. When is the next mystery card? It would be next Monday. What is that? 24th, 25th, 26th. What is that? The 27th? Wow. So yeah, 24th, 25th, 26th. So it'll be next Monday, September 27th. And it is at 4 p.m. Central. Marcia says, Alaska is always a wonderful place to visit. I have been to Alaska 3 times, and I agree with you. It is. Joy says, I'm right-handed, and I have a trimmer in that hand. Makes for a mess. Well, honey, you just take your time. You do not have to finish coloring. You know, you can take your time, and this is one of those projects that, even though I've asked you to add adhesive and stick things down, you could still finish your coloring afterwards. So Vicki says, my parents went to the Smoky Mountains at the end of summertime and loved it. Ooh, that would be different. So Anna Kim says, I would like to try this. Is a lot of fun. I hope you do. It is a lot of fun. It's just, I mean, We solve the mystery at the end where I show you what my card looks like. And of course, y'all can't show me your card here on YouTube. There's nowhere to be able to post it. I wish, but we can't. So if you're on Facebook, you can always go to my business Facebook page and post your card there. Or I do have a Facebook page for TxStampin, Sharon's Mystery Stampers that you can join and post your card there as well. So there you go. All right, I think you guys are done with 5. Ooh, Anya is going to Alaska in February. That sounds cold. Well, hello, Jolie. I'm so glad you're here. You're doing lesson plans. You're still at work. Okay. Oh, Gail says, come visit Australia. You know, that has been on our list. It's that darn COVID stuff. How do I plan? You know, I don't want to plan for something and not know if I can visit that country. I would love to come see you, Gail. Okay. Nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there, says Joe. All right. Clue number 6. Add the layers to the card front with dimensionals above the greeting if you used a long sentiment, or to the side of the greeting if you used a short sentiment. So wherever it will fit on your card is where you're going to add all those layers. Okay? I know when we did mystery stamping at noon, this is how we learned about the longer greeting versus the smaller greeting and where you're stamping at. So I added mine with dimensionals, so you can do that now. And when you're done with clue number 6, type done 6. Sue Wall says, love that you can go back and rewatch the video if you get behind. I know, that's so cool. Oh, Kayleen says that she lives in the best part. No COVID cases. That's amazing. So is your country open? If you come to Australia, we all need a Stampin' Up weekend. I can just hear me telling my husband that now. Hi, honey, we're in Australia. I'm going to go stamp. Marcia says, oh, it's not so bad, Joe. We just dressed for the weather. It is snowing in Fairbanks today, but not here in Palmer. But it's coming. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. Annie says she's in. We'd have people come from all over and visit Australia to stamp with us, right? Okay, let me know when you're done with 6. Oh, Kathy's done. I know there's a bit of a delay. Not bad. It's not as bad as sometimes on Facebook, but. Oh, Kayleen is in Central Queensland. Half an hour drive from the beach. Ah. Now you're talking. Beach and Australia? Okay. Cindy says I'm using Retired Sparkle Glimmer cardstock that looks like glistening in the sun. I'm using the stamp set Friends Are Like Seashells. Perfect. The Bling Bling Crafter says, I had friends that went to Hawaii before COVID, 19 days, and it was very expensive. Beautiful beyond words, but expensive, they said. Yeah, we've been to Hawaii several times, but for me, it was due to trips that I had earned with Stampin' Up, so I didn't really pay for lodging or anything, but yeah, it's expensive there. Gail says, we're in lockdown again. I know. See, Gail, that's what makes it so hard for me to plan. on going places that I really want to go because of COVID. Dot says it's only 4 hours between Australia and New Zealand, so just do the whole trip. There you go. That would be my dream come true, to do Australia and New Zealand. That would be perfect. I know, Joy, I would love to go to Australia. Okay, hello from Lakewood, says Paula, and she is done with 6. Kate says, Australia is the one place I really want to see before I die. Wouldn't mind Alaska either. Okay. All right. I think you guys are done with 6. Now, clue number 7, some other things you can do. If your card, you're looking at it, you go, it needs something. Maybe it needs some embellishments. I couldn't figure out where to put embellishments on my card, so I didn't. Also, the first clue said for you to use light colored cardstock or basic white. So I did not tell you to cut a piece of 4 inches by 5 1/4 basic white for the inside. I did go back and add it to mine because even though I used a lighter cardstock, it just didn't seem right without having that basic white layer in there. So when you are all done with your card, type all done. Cindy says her granddaughter will turn 21 next year and wants us to all go to Hawaii to celebrate. That would be awesome. Trudy says we are so lucky not to have had COVID here. Yes, you are. You are one of the few places. Vicky says when her parents went to Tennessee, it was in the late 70s, high 70s or low 70s, I guess. I don't know if low or high. The locals were apologizing for their heat wave. That's cute. That's so cute. Anya says everything here is expensive. Most of us have 2 to 3 jobs to live here. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. That sounds awful. How do you even have time to enjoy anything? You're working 2 to 3 jobs. Oh, I know, it's so expensive. And it's because, right, everything has to be shipped in. You have some natural resources there, but we were just watching a show about finding a vacation home in Hawaii. And so they were talking about, well, you could build, but it takes so long to get the materials in. So Gail says, we are an island. We have lots of beaches. Nice. Oh, darn, Kristen, you just got here? We started at 4 and it's 4:30. Well, Central Time. Okay. The high 70s. So probably closer to 80 degrees and they're like, oh, we're sorry for the heat wave. Okay. I am seeing some all dones. All done, all done. Pamela says she's all done because she hasn't decided on her sentiment yet. Okay. All right. Clue number 8. Tell me who you're going to send this card to. Mystery stamping is not just making cards and keeping them. Look at your card. Is it a Christmas card? Are you going to be sending it in December? Is it someone's birthday next month? Is it a thank you card for somebody who's done something sweet for you? Who's going to get your card? You don't have to be specific, but like my friend, my mom, my sister. Yeah, I'm just curious. Kristen was on the lake. Okay, I forgive you, because if I was on the lake, I don't know if I would even know what time it was. So there you go. So yeah, I'm going to give you a minute to let me know who you're going to send your card to. So Linda is going to send it to Ethel. Sounds like it's a relative. Nice. Peggy Williams says it's a male birthday card. Stephanie says it is a Christmas card for someone in December. Lois says she is done and it's going to her son's new fiance. Congratulations. Okay, Linda says her brother at Christmas. Trudy said, going to a friend who recently lost his wife. I have brought him a book, so he has been after. That is perfect, Trudy. I'm so glad. Brenda says that she sent hers to her granddaughter in Colorado. So we went out to her. Joy says, 8 girls from our church are in college. I will send one of them and make more. This is an easy one for you to make 7 more. Yeah. Betty says someone for Christmas. The Bling Bling Crafters says send a just because they are the best to get. Exactly. Handmade cards are the best to get. Gail Tucker says she's sending hers to her daughter. Renee says, I make the card and then put them in a container so that when I need a card or my daughter needs one, we have several to choose from. Yep, my daughters love to raid my card stash, so I get that. Kathy says someone on her Christmas list. And Floyd says, I'll be sending my card to a friend whose birthday is in November. Lovely. Thank you guys for sharing with me what you're going to do with your card. And now here is my card. I did use gold foil. Can y'all see that? And I used gorgeous leaves. I stamped in Crushed Curry, Mary Merlot, and Garden Green. And my layer is Mary Merlot. And my card base is Crushed Curry. I did stamp with Mary Merlot, and I did add a layer of 4 by 5 1/4 cardstock. So that is my card. A great card to send. Now, who am I going to send this to? I have some sweet neighbors who watched my dogs while we were on vacation, and I really think I'm going to give it to them. I ordered a gift for them and it is arriving this week. So when I wrap the gift, although the more I look at it though, I may remake this card because I bought them something beachy because they're moving in October closer to the beach. So I'm like, I could come back with Friends Are Like Seashells that I think one of you guys were using and add the seashells, and I think that would be more perfect. I was thinking, it's kind of fallish, I'll give them the card now. But after I found a beautiful sun catcher that they can, it's got seashells and all of that in it, and it'll be here on Thursday. So, and I loved the gift so much I bought me one. Is that terrible? You're like, one for them and one for me. Y'all remind me next week and I'll show you what it looks like because I can't wait. It's gonna be perfect in my beachy room, right? Okay. Mary says that she will be making some of these for sure. And Diane says, I love that. We'll definitely use this design. Yeah, it's a fun design. It's simple. If you needed a bunch of them, you could easily crank these out. Stephanie says that it's a great fall card. Renee says, very nice and simple card. Easy to make several of them and have them still be so different. Yeah. Oh, I know. Gail, I think it was Gail in Australia asked me what size designer series paper before mystery stamping started, like when I sent out the first clue. And I said, no designer series paper needed. I was like, you could replace those 3 basic white squares and put designer series paper. All those scraps that we keep, perfect. So yeah, that would be a really quick card if you did that. No stamping, just add the designer series paper. Cheryl says, I did the same stamp set, yay! And I used the same colors except I used Cajun Craze instead of Merlot. Well, Cheryl, honey, you know you and I are a lot alike, so that makes total sense. Total sense that you would have picked the same thing. Did you use gold foil? That would be good to know. Cindy says, I used Coastal Cabana and Sahara Sand to make it look very beachy. Oh, that would be perfect for my remake of my card. I'm gonna copy. Okay. Lori says, I've done that before. See something for someone else and then realize I like it too. I copied the seashells idea. Love my card. And thank you, Sharon. I know, I can't, it's about 11 inches long and it's see-through, and it's got, one has, the one that they're getting has like dolphins and then seashells at the bottom, and the one I'm getting has turtles and the seashells at the bottom. So I'll show y'all mine next week. Or you could join me Thursday night if FedEx shows up on Thursday in time. I will be back live here on my YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Central with a super fun project to share with you. And so I hope that you can join me then. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next Monday, the 27th.